Alright, we got 5 out of 10. And looks like we just absolutely used for an Aston Martin like this one. And looks like we need to still but getting away from these ones as well. So where are the other parts of the factory? There's one gone missing, and we have to find a lot of parts that I should be able to can. And it's absolutely gone too far as well. So it's got to be really hard whatsoever. So it looks like it's still going to head really far as much as possible. But we don't think it's got to be extremely hard. The top speed should be going to be 166 miles an hour. And where are the parts go? Maybe it's absolutely quite of extremely far, but that's somewhat required that we're going to get to build our factory. Maybe it's got to be hard. It's got to be a little bit hard, or just it's absolutely quite a bit impossible for something like this. So, jumping out and stick the landing out there, as we need to find someone for just other kinds of parts of the factory. It must be the parts of the factory for somewhere, and there must be another part. As we just went for a ride, 6 out of 10. As we're gonna get up here, regardless, try to get like things for a little bit. Last time we did for a Halloween event back in October that I just absolutely get right these things as well. There it is, 7 out of 10. We got 4 more to go, and it's absolutely 4 parts are missing. Again, it's got to be extremely too much, and it was not everywhere, but there it is, near the docks as well, so we won't be checking out until it's got to be extremely hard to find, and it's exactly too much as well. So this is going to get the hardest one until that must be it. Outside of the docks, and we're going to collect this. 2 more to go, as we're going to get to reach the wing as well, so it should be extremely hard to find down until I won't able to talk about it somewhere. So somewhere is absolutely got to be extreme far, but there must be inside of this warehouse. It won't be enough for something like this. So until we got a lot of more to do stuff right there, and it's going to get a lot of things, as we're going to get 2 more to go, as instead it's absolutely getting too much as well. So near in the city, and we're going to be finding some other hidden parts as well. The factory parts is going to get ourselves gone missing, and these are the missing parts of the oh wait a second, I don't know why. So if I don't know why that I'm going to be finding at this moment, maybe it should be in the police station. It does not find here, that doesn't make any sense, so it looks like we're not going underneath by the river as well. It's still got to be hard to find out, and looks like it's very hard as well, and it's going to be completely very hard to find until we finish a lot of miles, and it's going to absolutely going to be trying to find out in this race circuit. It's almost there to 1,000 miles that I can driven like this one, so the factory is almost finished. It looks like this night is absolutely very impossible. It looks like how bad is absolutely trying to do so as well. As we're reaching to 1,000 miles that I just driven, is not going to be very completed as well. It's got to be extremely impossible that it won't able to get went up for this moment, so it looks like it's just going to be stay on the road until it's absolutely done it to hit 1,000 miles into the tunnel as well. So it's almost there, as we're going to be hitting throughout for 1,000 miles instead. As you can see, this is absolutely I've driven for 1,000 miles. It looks like we don't have any parts, and that was very impossible. How bad it is. And at this update, they're trying to find some other things like the factory before, so it's almost finished right now since I just enjoyed the game. So it does not feel terrifying or something like else. 1,002 miles driven is absolutely extremely gone too far. It looks like I just went down to the exit. I just already find there, and that means that was so impossible that you ever find this one, and absolutely that wasn't just like a joke. And despite with these absolutely truly like I do so, it looks like in the map at the city, so it looks like it's been here right in down into the city. It's very gone too far. But hopefully that was so nothing. That was really bad or something. It's trying to get away from something like this. So it's absolutely pretty gone too far. It takes too many hours to find the last part until it's got to be something like impossible. This is not an easy guide. That was truly a prank. Looks like we're going inside the desert dunes and trying to find the last part. Until I never seen somewhere like this before. That was so unreliable. So it was absolutely for 1,000 miles that I absolutely driven. So maybe when I was going back into the city, so what's how that I know this, that is gotta be way too far. It's gone too far, but it's absolutely trying to get away from things like it's too far. And it absolutely not, I've never seen this before. It's way more impossible. That was so bad. That was absolutely kind of necessary. Very, very necessary it was. So it looks like I still need to find nearby the cities as well. So I think I'm always lost. Don't worry. I'm just gonna be leaving this out. And once you think that Monster Speeder just finding the one last part, which means you win, Car Dealership Tycoon. It was absolutely impossible to find the last part. It was absolutely very unnecessary whatsoever. That was got to be very impossible to find because that was extremely impossible trying to do so. And that was so very intense right now. That was so intense that I cannot able to find this out. Maybe that's impossible, that you kids never gonna be fine at this moment. Which means that was too impossible. It will be taking too many miles for 1,000 miles until the day ends. It's over. Oh my gosh, that was very impossible that I can do so. And that would be taking for over 100 miles. Oh my gosh, that was so impossible. That is absolutely so bad. It's nearby that I just absolutely forgotten whatsoever. That was very unreliable for this. And next, that's gonna be go back into this whole situation. This part was absolutely nonsense. This supports we're gonna be doing for a build a supercar or something. And looks like we need to find some more. As these one, at least, it's got to be extremely impossible whatsoever. So, it's not being the nearby river, it's absolutely gone too far as well. That was so bad, and it's very impossible. That was something like else. It's got to be too much or something like else. Somebody just spam some inside the chat filter. That was kind of just word of I don't like these Asian references or something like else, so let's get up into the top. And it was absolutely unreliable as well, so it's got to be getting away. Looks like it's time for do something like action stuff. I think I might be able to get away from something like this. And we ended up going for over $7 million as well. Looks like we're near in the top of this mountain situation. Looks like you've seen this, and we're going to be build a supercar. It's absolutely kind of just necessary. It's too far beyond its own weight. So there must be one hidden part, and look like this. And there must be the seats, and we just absolutely completed. And let's go back into the mechanic, and let's end it for this situation before I fall out.